Ah, finally. Looks like we are a go. And Blurp with a drive-through penalty, making up a couple of spots. What's he at? That's absolute disaster for him. Cup Capito leads a start, and he's spinning. Round goes Cup Capito, smashing in, and there's all sorts of carnage at the back. It looks like IMO's out of the race. Cup Capito down into P6. We've seen other people get damaged, and it looks like, yeah, with safety cars out, lap 1. And that is an absolute disaster for both Blurp and IMO. Blurp because he's going to have to drop all those positions and he can't serve it under safety car. And IMO because leading the championship and he had nowhere to go there, as we've seen on the restart. Or in the start of the race. So let's have a quick look, see what tyres people are on, see what happens here. So everyone basically started on the mediums. You know what, respect. And we have Blurp on the hards, and we'll get the telemetry up to see, make sure Death Star behaves himself in this restart and is, you know, a good boy on the throttle and doesn't do any mad fluctuations of speed. And he's decided to go. And it looks like it's caught Goolsy out a wee bit here. You can see, yeah, it looks like a safety car restart at the moment. So Death Star leading into the turn 1 with Goolsy falling behind. Looks like Blunty's made up a pretty good time on Blurp, caught him in napping a bit. So we'd expect to see him maybe make a move here going into this corner. He's all over the back of him. And is he going to make a move? Yeah, goes on the inside. And yeah, it's pretty much easy. Easy pickings for Blunty on this, the quicker tyre. For the pack here, it looks like Blurp is actually going to come back at him. And you know what? Fair play. He's entitled to do it. And he's going to go up the inside. Blunty's squeezing him as much as he can. And it looks like Death Star and Goolsy. I missed that actually. And it looks like Goolsy's got a position over Death Star. We've got Blunty. These camera angles are shocking. And Blurp's not giving this up. He knows he's going to drive for it, but he's not giving this up. He's going to come back. And we've got Zen in behind. So it's a bit of a, like, this fight is causing a bottleneck. And we've got Zen going up the inside of Blurp here. We've got... it's all kicking off here. Goolsy and Death Star are scrapping, going into Sector 3, which is absolutely mental. And he's going to try and keep it alongside. Death Star comes out ahead in that squabble. And it looks like Blunty retains position. And BPA's up to 4th place now, so he'd be very happy with that. And it looks like Blurp is going to have to fight for his life here, because he's now got Cup of Capito coming in. We've got Blurp coming in, service penalties, making the best decision there. Closest battle on track as these two. And it looks like Quattro picking up the first 3-second penalty. Nice move here from Death Star and Goolsy. Very respectful going for that corner. And Death Star trying to break the toe. And it looks like Goolsy is going to go up the outside of him. Death Star taking the defensive line through here. So it looks like, yeah, breaking at the same point. Death Star locking up slightly on the front tyres. And just about comes out ahead, sticking around the outside. But then we got Blunty in the mix. So it's another freeway battle. Blunty's managed to catch up to them because they've been scrapping that hard. And this is kind of like what we've seen at Silverstone. These three fighting very hard. Almost free wide coming into this left-hander. But they need to make sure they don't fight too hard because they've got Zen behind. And he's a capable driver along with Latte Boy. Looks like we have got Lewis Jones and Humane swapping positions. And Goolsy here. It looks like Goolsy might be able to go for a move here in Death Star with the DRS advantage. And he flies past. Will Blunty be able to do the same? Not just yet. We've got to move back here maybe. Cup of Capito doesn't manage to get past. We've got Humane and Flav scrapping here. These camera angles are shocking. And it looks like... yeah. Ooh. And yeah. Death Star's trying to hold it around the outside. They're very ambitious. And he's coming out in front. And it looks like Goolsy, hits him with the dummy. Has Bro and skates. And goes down on the inside. And Blunty almost going into the back of Death Star there. Was very lucky. Just locked up a bit. Just broke a bit too deep. And then Death Star's going to come back at Goolsy here. And he's got the DRS advantage. And yeah, he's just been forced to the outside. So he's going to have to take that dirty line around the track. No, he gets the move done before the corner. So yeah, he'll be happy with that. Cup of Capito finally getting past. Not even, he's having to fight for it. Just about gets past Zen here. I'll go back up towards the front here. Actually, hold on, I want to see this. It looks like decent move here from Toby on Quattro going into turn 4. And gets the move done just before DRS. Got a move here. Cup Capito, it just looks like he has no straight line speed with that damage. And loses position to Lewis Jones here. And what is going on here with BPAs? He's got another 5-second penalty, so he's on 15 seconds of penalties. I don't know if it's like a glitch or what's going on. And there's a gaggle of cars here fighting for position, all looking for that 4th place spot with Zen's position, who has got a mammoth amount of penalties. And we see Cup Capito, we see parts of Papaya flying over the track, so I don't know if that's... yeah, it looks like Cup Capito having an absolute nightmare this race battle. We've got a car spinning. Was that Lewis Jones? Who was that? Gunza? You know, Lewis Jones absolutely in the car. We've got a safety car now. So this is going to really tighten the field again, and we'll see what people do for the shot. As we are about to start again, we'll see if Death Star behaves himself in the restart. He behaved himself last time. Goes quite early again. Good to see. And and he gets squarely in the exit, and this may leave the door open for Goolsey to make a move down into turn 1, but he decides against it. And yeah, as it looks like it's not a big game, but Humane on the hards, the first of the hard runners, losing significant time on that restart. It looks like Quattro might have a bit of pace back here, so he's going to try and pick his way up the field. We still have, looks like Death Star and Goolsey absolutely having, going too wide coming out of that chicane with Blunty just up behind him. And will we see them going 3 wide for here? Possibly. But they're going 2 wide right now. Down to the sweeping left-hand corner. Goolsey on the outside of the track. Death Star on the inside. Death Star just coming out ahead. Just carrying a bit more speed for there. And they are very, very close. They're just basically head to tail coming for this corner. Goolsey basically pushing Death Star around the track here for this tricky set. It's Lewis Jones made a move on Quattro. So we have Quattro maybe trying to make a come back at him. He's very, very close. And it looks like he's managed to get his car alongside. Goes down the inside, completely dives down. What a beautiful camera angle this is. Forces Lewis Jones a long way round, giving him ample space on the side. Lewis Jones just about coming through and gets his car just about ahead. Coming out ahead of Wheeler at the moment. May go for a move here at the moment. The DRS and gets it long enough around the inside. Just a wee bit of touching. And Lanny forcing Lewis Jones the long way around, but the soft tyres have much more grip under traction and should come out ahead of Lanny here. And they're going side by side. It's not over, this fight. It's still going on. I thought it was done and dusted, but Lanny is not giving this up without a fight. She's going to make those soft tyres work their hardest. Lewis Jones just about comes out ahead, but because of that, it's actually brought Quattro into play now as well. So now Lanny has... And you can see the gap going down to these hard runners all the time. And Lanny making it hard as possible. But Quattro, good move to be fair. Like, was risky, but there was just enough space. And it looks like Lanny has just lost time to, or I don't know what's going on here. Left the session, so Lanny will be looking in. Looks like the top runners have started to squabble again. We've got Goolsey going around the outside of Death Star here, but they've managed to open up a gap to Humane of 2.7 seconds, so looking good, but only 5 laps to pass. You want to see a bigger gap if you're doing another stop after this. So they're going to have to think about really pushing here and bringing, or even boxing early and going on the hards. And it looks like Goolsey and Death Star, they're just having an absolute scrap, and Blunty's just there, just third wheeling. He's literally just third wheeling behind these two. It's kind of funny. It looks like the Blurps joined this battle as well. So both Blurp and BPAs have DRS. And it's going to be 3 wide, maybe. No, it's not. It's going to be 2 wide going down into this braking zone. Flaw picking up another 3-second penalty. He'll be raging about that because that's going to drop him down position. And Humane's going past him as well. And there's moves happening everywhere, folks. It looks like Lewis Jones and the Sauce are starting to give up a wee bit because Connor Barry's just came back at him and just passed him. BPA's just about coming out ahead of this Gunza, Blurp and BPA's battle. And it looks like Goolsey, Death Star and Blunty are in the pits. So this is basically on Humane's pace. If he can do it, if he can hold on to his tyres, we could actually potentially see a Humane victory here. He gets DRS as well, so it's good. Blunty almost out of DRS as well, and Death Star and Goolsey are going to work together, so they're going to catch up quite quickly to Lanny, Gunza and Blurp. Who's out? What is going on here? Pretty sure it's just seen them go 4 wide there, but unless I was on absolute, I don't know what. But Gunza coming out ahead here, up into 4th place. We've got Blurp and Zen really scrapping, both out of ERS. Blurp with a great move up the inside, hitting him with the switchback. And they're going to go too wide in here, into sector 3. This is brilliant racing. You'd love to see it. Blurp just about coming out ahead. BPA's coming out as the loser in that instance. But they're both out of ERS, as you can see. And Gunza is just kind of chilling with 30%. So they really need to think about this, because the DRS, it doesn't seem to be like that effective, because there's so many DRS zones. We've got Flav here right behind Humane, who might be thinking about making a move down into this DRS zone. We'll just hop on board with him as well. And we'll see what Humane does. Humane trying to go a wee bit defensive. Don't fight it too hard, just let him by. And he might think about working with him here. Speaking of which, Deathstar managed to get past Lanny, but Goolsey hasn't yet, and neither is Blunty. So they will lose a bit of time behind these cars and the older tires, so it will be interesting. We've got Deathstar in behind BPA, so he's up. They're all fighting position, and Deathstar hits the back of Zen. Zen resets the track, and that was caught on stream. That will be a 25-second penalty for Zen, unfortunately, for resetting the track. That was really unfortunate for Deathstar, and we've got a safety car here. Yeah, he's taking his time here. Is he going to go a bit later this time? No, he's going early. He's had enough. It's like, I'm away, boys. Blunty was wise to it, looks like. So only a 4/10 deficit to him. And as we are away, there will be no more SCs after this. So this is it. This is the whole race. So 2-lap shootout, basically. 3-lap, 2-lap shootout. And we see what everyone can do. We have Flav here, quite close behind Lewis Jones. Lewis Jones maybe struggling to get a bit heated in those mediums. Flav thinking about it, doesn't go for it. As we see Lewis Jones's car just kind of struggling on turning there. We might see Flav going for a move. As you can see, the car's ahead, weaving, just trying to break as much toe as possible. Flav getting up the inside here, going for a move. We can see in the background we've got Gunza and Lewis Jones. Gunza looks like there was a bit of an incident there, and Gunza on the gravel. Humane all over the back of Deathstar here. So Deathstar was in third, and now he's struggling, and really tight turn in there, and there's a bit of contact. Manages Humane up into third, showing what he can do at the last stages of this race here. Deathstar probably a bit of surprise there. Humane came out of nowhere. I know he does have a penalty. He's still trying to protect himself against the people who are behind without penalties. Rabble and Zen here. Zen taking the run off, going wheel to wheel with Rabble, coming back onto the track and just taking the position ahead of him. Rabble, and it looks like there was like bodywork flying off, and bodywork flying off Lanny's car, and Lanny into the wall, and Lanny is out of the race. And Zen's out of the race. I don't know what happened to Zen, and it looks like we've got 2 people retiring. I don't know what happened there, but that was absolutely mental. Looks like Blunty's picked up a penalty as well, so Humane has a chance here to finish ahead of Blunty, but he really needs to get a move on. Connor Barry goes past Deathstar now, so Deathstar really struggling. He's got no ERS. He's actually the downfall of Deathstar, and he's just picked up a penalty himself, so he doesn't even get the podium. Absolute bottle for him. And Humane all over the back of Blunty. Humane is sprung into life here. We've got Flav and Strelka and Lewis Jones picking up a penalty as well. Everyone picking up penalties. I told you, lads, don't do it. But winning the race, coming first, we have Goolsey. Second, we have Blunty with Humane in third. Connor Barry, fourth. Deathstar, fifth. Flav in sixth is